All right, so it's been a while since I've made a video, and it's been even longer since I've made an Elite Dangerous video, but we finally have a bit of news regarding the next update, Update 15. I want to talk about it real quick because I have been taking a break from Elite, but I am excited to get back into it. But I've just essentially just been waiting for some new content to come out, specifically related to the Maelstroms, but we finally have a release date, planned release date, and that's May 9th, as you can see. Now, obviously, it could, something could delay it a week or two, we don't know yet, but planned release date on May 9th for Update 15. And we do have one small snippet of content coming in the update. I'll play it for you just right here. As you see here, it's got the small sort of like shuriken looking, I assume it's an interceptor. As you can see, it's got the lightning. It also doesn't appear to be more than one, so it's probably not a scout, but not really much going, just a short little 12-second clip. And that's really all we have right now. Not really a lot of information to go off of, but hey, new content is new content, and it does look like it'll probably be pretty fun to fight. But that's all the information we have right now, sadly. Now, personally, I'm also going to kind of share a bit of my wish list. I know this is going to be a bit of a stretch, but man, please, pilotable Thargoid interceptors. I know it's a stretch. I know it won't happen, but God, I want it. God, I want it so bad. Just imagine how much fun it would be to pilot an interceptor. Oh my God. And there's a couple ways, and I don't want to just throw this out without getting any ideas of like how to make this work, because I realized the first concern with us piloting Thargoid's interceptors would be balancing, right? And there's a couple ways they could explain away the balance issues, because obviously you wouldn't want to just give us, them as they are. You'd want to change them up a bit, because, otherwise there'd be no reason to use anything other than a Hydra, right? And there's some ways to explain this away. Either one, if we get them directly from Thargoids, some sort of liaison from Thargoids, they could be like, they're tuned for humans because, well, they don't want to give away all their tech, all their best tech for free, right? So they're sort of tuned for human use. Or, if we're like sort of retrofitting them so we can use them, they can simply explain it away as humans aren't capable of handling an interceptor normally, so they've had to tune them so that humans can handle them. And this allows them to have some wiggle room with each of the 4 interceptors and sort of let them specialize in different things, right? Just literally just give them different stats is what I mean, right? But I know it's a stretch. I know it won't happen, but God, I wish it would. But like I said, there's a couple ways to explain this stuff away, even in universe, how they can make it a bit more balanced. And I know another concern would be like using it in standard like human combat. This is another stretch, but recently I've been playing No Man's Sky, and in No Man's Sky there's these sentinels. They're essentially the cops of the universe, and they're kind of like sort of like Thargoids, and they're the alien enemy in universe, right? Kind of. It's more to it than that, but it doesn't matter. The point is, if you make the cops mad, the sentinels, and if you kill enough of them, they will summon a capital ship to fight you with. And I was thinking we could do something sort of similar in Elite Dangerous with human, if a human uses a Thargoid interceptor against other humans, where essentially like you get reported as the cops and they essentially start a raid, except you're the target, right? And I like this idea for a couple reasons. Not because would it give like a really cool sort of punishment for using an interceptor against humans, but it would also add like essentially a raid. You essentially just add like a 1B capital ship encounter that you can sort of trigger on your own whenever you want by being a little naughty. But personally, I really like the idea. I know it would never happen, but God, I've had a ton of fun with the Sentinel capital ship raids in No Man's Sky. So I was kind of thinking of how sick it would be to have an equivalent feature in Elite Dangerous, and this was the best way I could think of implementing it, of putting it in the game. It would be really cool, but again, I can't really see it happening. My wish list is nothing but things that will literally never happen, sadly. But obviously I'd also like to see some sort of rework to engineering. As it stands, like engineering, material gathering, I'm not a fan of how it works, but it's not really all that bad, to be honest. It's just really boring and tedious. And, you know, and the fact that the best way to do it is to essentially cheese it. It's kind of like not good for the game, in my opinion, but you know, it currently is what it is. But it's just really, really boring. And I'd like to see engineering material gathering just sort of more naturally integrated into standard gameplay, right? You know, like more materials from missions, more materials from taking out ships. This also gives you a reason to like run, you know, like collector limpets to collect materials from ships you destroy. You know, that gives like more value to like bounty hunting or, you know, stuff like that, right? Just more stuff like that, giving more access to more of the materials, and just again integrating material gathering more into normal gameplay instead of it being its own separate, you know, land on a planet, mine for like 30 minutes on, you know, this one special planet that has all the materials you need, and then that's it, right? Or you load into this high-grade mission site over and over and over and over until you're capped on that material, right? Just a move away from that really boring stuff, right? Just more normal gameplay from material gathering is what I'd really like to see. But we don't have any details other than May 9th, and that, you know, that's not necessarily set in stone either, right? But I don't want to drag this on too long. It's gonna be it for this video. Don't know if it's gonna be streamed today, but I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, take it easy and have a good one, everybody. Catch you later.